Hi everyone, we're here at Wild Animal Safari, and this is around Pine Mountain, Georgia, not far from the Alabama line. I haven't been here in quite some time, but been wanting to come, and I wasn't too far away and decided to come down here and bring my sister here. And this is a really nice place to bring your children. It's even nice for adults, but their park hours here looks like it's 10 to 6 p.m. today. So we're going to come in here and we're going to check this out. And this is definitely still a remote place. It hasn't built up or anything. Real pretty down through here. So come check it out with us. Alright, so it looks like they're getting the bus ready here. So you can choose to go on the bus and be with the animals, or I don't know, you used to could rent a car that's spotted and go through the animals, or you could take your own vehicle. But this is what it looks like here. They got some tables where you can eat. It's the tickets. They got a restaurant, and I know their food used to be a good deal here. They used to have a cafe that was really good deal, but we'll see. Fresh squeezed lemonade, $2.99 for refills, and then it's $7.99, but you get a 24-ounce souvenir bottle, so that's not too bad. That's not too bad. All right, well, let's go get our ticket. Here's the bus schedule here. And you can see over there where you can rent the vehicles, so they still do that. And a place to sit and eat. All right. Okay. All right, so the bus is free. Costs $30 to rent the vehicle. I think it goes from smallest to big. Depending if you got a group or not. But I got a bag of food here, and my sister's got a bag of food, and we're getting on the bus.
I'll take about an hour, give or take.
300 acres.
Depending on traffic and animal encounters, of course. And I'm sure you'll have a lot of fun, especially when you get to feed the animals. Yeah, that's easy to do. The simplest way is, all you do is throw the food out the nearest window, away from the bus and away from the animals, and they'll pick it up off the ground. Please do not throw across the bus on the inside. I've had it ricochet all about the bus, hurting people and myself, and you don't want to knock out the bus driver.
No,
Take my word for it.
no, we don't.
Of course, we'll be moving slow enough. If you do want to move around, you can. Yeah, we only have it a little less than half full, so there's plenty of room. Now, of course, other ways of feeding the animal I'm going to demonstrate up here if you pay attention. I'm doing the finger thumb method, using your finger and your thumb to guide the food into the animal's mouth. That's when they come up close. And this is good for deer and antelope. Now, of course, if you're afraid your fingers getting nipped, there's always the open palm method, keeping your fingers away from the animal food. Now, some of the animals don't come up and just open up their mouths. You can just drop it in, or a gentle throw will be just fine as well. Now, there's some animals we don't want you to hand feed, and that would be the zebras, the donkeys, the camel. There's two of them, actually. And those big birds that you'll see, they tend to bite or hurt when they feed. So you just drop it on the ground for those guys. Of course, in no way put any part of your hand in any animal's mouth. We want everybody to come back with all their fingers and thumbs, right? Great. Now, if you got any questions, just shout them out. I'll be glad to answer them. They might be wrong, but I'll answer them. Now, you ready for an adventure?
Yeah!
Okay, here we go.
All right.
Oh, by the way, cell phones. I noticed a few people have them, and that's great. Take all the pictures you want. But please, when you're taking pictures, keep those cell phones inside the bus when you do that, because if you hang them outside the bus to take a picture, you just might drop them and they'll fall on the ground. And then the animals will pick them up and make all sorts of crazy orders on Amazon. I don't think anybody here wants 50-pound bags of animal food delivered to their doorstep.
There's the cars you can rent.
Oh, yeah.
All right, we got to wake up the animals. We're the first bus tour. So, we're at the entrance here. You notice the gates are wide open. But the animals will stay on their side of the gate because of the cattle guard going across the road. If you don't know what a cattle guard is, it's pipes like these that are spaced apart where hoofed animals can't cross, but vehicles can very easily. Oh, now we're seeing the fallow deer coming up to us.
Oh, there you go.
We have a flyover Canada geese.
Oh.
They're in their beak formation.
They're ready. Yeah, go ahead and start feeding if you want.
Now, fallow deer are from Eastern Europe, and these are all bucks. That's the male deer.
Good job.
And they still have their velvet, though some of them are rubbing their velvet off right now. We're getting close to that rut season. That's their breeding period. Now,
that's a pretty one.
A temporary part of the animal, but so they start growing in the springtime. Now, at first they're covered with this fuzzy stuff called velvet. Velvet is what grows the antler.
Oh, wow.
They're all in front of the bus.
Now, the velvet has blood vessels and nerves which nourish the bone.
This is the dream job, man.
And when the bone is fully developed, that's this time of year, they start rubbing that velvet off.
Oh, there he is.
With like tree trunks and branches or anything that's sticking up. And then they'll
you got one.
I'm scared no man.
Don't be
now,
afraid.
these large antelope you see coming up here to the bus are African antelope called the eland. They are the largest of the antelope. And we have
I love
several
this
here.
place.
But I don't see our biggest
fun. I told you it's fun.
Which is Henry. Whenever you see an eland with a hairy face and muddy horns, that would be him. Now this species of antelope, both male and female, have the sharp horns.
Sorry.
Now the fallow deer are going to be the ones that are going to be solid color. They can range from very dark brown, light brown, tan, and even white. Now the ones you see with the spots are basically hybrid deer.
This is cool.
I told you. This is fun.
And we'll see the other one. Oh, you see up ahead, one of the bucks is playing with a dead branch there.
Yeah, I see it.
Yeah, he's getting ready for that rut there. Now we're at the end of our birthing season, but we'll see some babies here and there.
Wow.
Now on the driver's side there on the hill, you see a large bird. Recognize this bird from TV?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, emu. This is an actual emu.
Oh, yeah. He's over there.
Emus come from Australia. That just happens to be the second largest member of the bird family. Of course, that's contested with another native Australian bird, the cassowary. Some people say that's the second largest member of the bird family. But one thing's for sure, they consider it the most dangerous bird in Australia. There's Henry walking down the dirt road there. And in the distance you see some of those striped animals there that we all know are zebra. As you can always tell the zebra by their very distinctive striped patterns.
Did they ever get on the bus anymore?
We kind of discouraged that. Coming by my window here is a small Asian antelope called the black buck. This is a male. In this species, only the males have those distinct corkscrew-like horns. And they have the dark markings. The females are a light brown color with a horizontal stripe. There's a few of them off in the distance in the giraffe compound there. Now if you see one that has horns, that's an immature male. Won't get his male dark coloring until he matures. Oh look, we got Oscar already. Oscar's an ostrich, of course. He's a male ostrich. You can tell that by his black feathers. He also has a rosier beak and rosier legs than the female, which is off in the distance if you look. Looks like a bush, doesn't she?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, she has gray feathers and she lacks those
They get all kind of food.
there. Of course, ostriches, if emus are the second largest member of the bird family, the ostrich has to be the largest. They also lay the largest egg. Now, if you look at those powerful legs, you gotta watch out. Those legs can give a kick that can kill a lion. You don't want to get kicked by an ostrich. But those legs are usually used to run away from danger. And they can go in excess of 45 miles an hour, which makes them the fastest animal on two legs. Now, up ahead we have Jabari, our giraffe. Now he looks kind of small because he's only 2 years old. He's not full grown yet.
Oh, wow.
But I suspect when he does get full grown, he'll be about 18 feet tall, just like his grandfather, Too Tall, that used to be here a couple of years ago. Now he's anxious to meet you guys. Now the thing is, you don't throw food down on the ground for giraffes. You have to feed them by hand. And don't worry, they'll just use their lips and their toes to get the food off your hand. The only danger about Jabari is that he slobbers.
He slobbers.
Oh yeah, it's got to be a messy affair. If you didn't bring a slobber towel, if you get a messy hand, you just have to wipe your hand on the person next to you. Alright, you all have a good time meeting Jabari. Now, giraffes are the tallest of the animals, and their advantage is that they can eat the tree leaves that other animals can't reach. Now, this gives them a distinct advantage, but it also gives them a disadvantage because in order to get all that blood to the head, they have high blood pressure. And if they keep their head down to the ground to graze or anything like that for too long, they get dizzy, they might pass out, and the worst case scenario is they might get a stroke. So the only time they really get that head down to the ground is to get a drink of water. And in order to do that, they have to spread those long legs far apart so they can reach the ground.
Don't you want to rub it?
Now you notice we have a barn just for Jabari, and that's important too because giraffes can't take the cold like these other animals can in the wintertime. So when it gets really cold, we have to put him in that barn there where we have heating devices that make sure he's nice and warm and he stays healthy. You know, we want to take good care of our giraffe because who wants a giraffe with a sore throat?
Oh, you got some over here?
Yeah, that pretty one was chasing something a while ago.
Oh, okay.
Nope, sorry.
Y'all have fun meeting Jabari. Now just make sure we still have a long way to go. There's plenty of animals to see. I'll give you just a few more seconds
We're
there.
going to give them all the giraffe.
Make sure the people in the back have their fun.
Oh, look at that fawn.
Yeah, it's pretty. It looks like Bambi.
Yep.
Okay, Jabari, we gotta go. We're gonna have to wait for the next bus trip. Alright, we're gonna see some more zebra here. Now I mentioned you can always tell zebra by their distinct stripes. But did you know you can tell each individual zebra by its own unique stripe pattern? You can check these guys out and see if you can tell the difference. Of course, we got a baby foal here that's just about a week old. So this is kind of a treat. Now, the thing about those stripes, people ask Are they black stripes on white or white stripes on black? Well, the simple answer to that is yes. Now, those stripes do have a purpose, though, and it's not really for camouflage. Scientists have recently found out that flying insects, or any type of insect, have a hard time landing on a striped animal. And so in Africa, there's a lot of disease-carrying insects. So these stripes protect them from disease. Yeah, you don't see too many insects messing around with the zebra, do you? At least not landing on it. Alright, well guys, we're gonna move on. Here's some more fallow deer bucks down here. We'll see some does pretty soon.
Wow. They are pretty.
They are, aren't they?
We saw a fawn in
Now you're going to see
Cartersville
some animals
the other
that
day.
look like goats up ahead,
Side of the road.
but they're not goats.
Sad. Wow.
You don't have any goats in the drive-thru. Just
Why,
in the
there's a bunch
walkabout
of them.
area. Look at them all. Come up.
They're ready.
This is a mountain climbing animal from
Good
North Africa
morning.
called an aoudad.
Wow, both plans.
Now, even though
Both
they have
plans.
goat-like horns and goat-like beards, they're not goats. They just have the audacity.
Oh, there's a pig.
Oh,
Also
cool.
called Barbary sheep, but they're not related to sheep either.
Big old
They're in a
wild boar.
classification all on their own. Now they do love to climb, so if you hold the food above their heads, they might even climb up on the bus again.
There we go.
Ah, one has already done that. Little piece of food.
They won't just get
Now remember, with 300 acres, these animals roam all over the place, so we might see these guys again sometime.
Come on, rain. Here it is.
No, he's chasing the bus.
Trying to keep along with the bus.
He's chasing the bus.
Now then, you're going to see a lot of down trees. And they seem to form a path. Well, they do. This shows you the path of a tornado that hit Wild Animal Safari a couple of years ago.
Oh, wow.
This is the part where it damaged part of our drive-thru area before it hit our walkabout area.
I think I remember that
Now-
when it happened. Yeah.
Yeah, it made national news because when it hit the walkabout area, it damaged the tiger cage and a couple of tigers got out.
I saw it.
And it made national news. They called it a tiger-nado. People were claiming they were seeing the tigers as far away as Manchester. If you know where Manchester is, that's quite a ways away. But these cats were born into captivity. They didn't have any other place they wanted to go because this is where we fed them. So they were easy to find, relocated to safe enclosures. Oh, look at here. This is Percy.
Yeah, he's got a big smile on his face.
We know Percy because he's got that tongue hanging out. Now, the
Oh, he does have the
types of
tongue hanging out.
here are Vietnamese pot-bellied pigs from Southeast Asia. Now, over there, they're farm animals. And if you want to have barbecue in Vietnam, you're going to have to, or you'll be eating a pot-bellied pig. But the pot-bellied pigs you find in our country are usually somebody's pet. Because they don't get much bigger than Percy here. And
Hello,
very
Percy.
intelligent animals.
Percy. Look at that
Now,
tongue.
these deer here are the third species second species we've encountered so far. They're the ones with the small spots in the black line down the back. They are axis deer. They come from
llamas
Asia.
are
Before I tell
Africans.
you more about them, we gotta be careful about these llamas. Now, llamas these guys are nice guys, but you want to keep them happy. Make sure they get a little
Come
bit
on
of
in the
food.
bus.
Yeah, because you know what llamas do when they're unhappy?
They spit.
Yeah. Yeah, and I've made a few of them unhappy. So I always like to give them a little bit of food. I'm going to move on a little bit.
Yeah, you don't want to get spit on. That's funny.
Now, llamas are a domesticated animal from South America. The natives down there long ago domesticated the llama from the wild capuchas that still live high in the mountains, look quite a bit different than the domesticated version. And they're important animals down there for pack animals. They can be milked, but the most important thing about llamas is that wool.
Wow, look at that. He's got a
That
nice
wool
rack.
can be made into clothing. Now, here we go.
Oh, wow.
Bull elk.
Wow, look at that face.
These are our more mature bull elk. They're coming out of the woods now. These are the
Don't
ones
spit
with
on me.
spectacular antlers.
Don't spit on me.
Now, the type of elk we have here are Rocky Mountain elk, known for their antlers.
Oh, don't do it.
Now, native to North America, these guys used to roam all over North America, even the eastern part of the United States.
Oh, wow. Beautiful.
But with the early settlers
Look at that
coming
face.
they opened up the land of farming. They hunted the elk to where you could only find them out west.
Oh, yeah.
But they've been reintroduced.
That took my cell phone.
to the United States recently along the Appalachian
Hello.
Mountains, all the way up to Philadelphia. So if you want to see
You're cute.
elk in the wild, all you have to do is go to places like Cherokee, North Carolina, to the visitor center there, to the Smoky Mountain National Park, and you might see a wild herd of elk. These guys happen to be the second largest member of the deer family, only surpassed by our native goose, which you only find in the wild.
What a rack.
Up in the States,
Cool. You're good looking.
Alaska, Wyoming. Now coming up is this enclosure right here, and I want you to look very carefully, and you will see absolutely nothing. This is where we used to keep our lions, Sassy and Elvis. They've been transferred over to the Walkabout area a few months ago, and so you can see those guys there. It also used to be our complaint department back then. Anybody had a complaint about my jokes? Well, I just told them to talk to the lions. They take good care of you.
Yeah.
Now you're noticing we have a lot of deer here. That's a good thing. Anybody here need some money? Just ask the deer. Because they always have a little dough. Yeah, they can spare you a couple of bucks.
Spare you a couple of bucks.
Now, if you want to know a little history about that term, bucks, that actually came from the deer. Because in colonial times, or frontier times, people didn't have much real money on them. So a lot of, if they went into a store, they'd be trading things that they got, maybe a couple of baskets full of corn or something like that. If you're a hunter, well, you had skins to trade. It was a big trade in animal skins at the time. So if you went in the store and you wanted to get something, and the merchant will say, well, what are you going to give me? Well, I have a couple of buckskins here. And that's where the term originated.
Funny.
Now we're just a quarter of the way, just to let you know, so we want to kind of ration that food out, because we're going to, these animals are smart when it comes to food, and so they have ambush points, and this is one of them. These fallow deer coming by, you've already fed before. They're coming here for seconds. Pretty soon, if we go down to the bottom of the hill there, way down below, they'll probably ambush us again. Oh, we've got a black buck mama with a, looks like a very brand new baby right up there.
Aww. Cute. Sweet.
Yeah, we allow these animals to breed when they can. Of course, we do have to keep track of the number of animals we have here. You notice we don't have any bushes, right? Grass is always well groomed, and there's very little in the way of low tree branches. That's because so many animals in a small concentration of area, they tend to eat up everything. It takes a while for the vegetation to regenerate. Now this is okay, we feed the animals as well as you do. They're well fed, but if this happens in the wild, well, then there'd be a problem. The animals will start to starve and die out. This is why predators are very important in the natural environment. Well, look at this fine fellow here, this axis earbug. Notice it has spectacular antlers.
He knows we're taking a picture.
Because of the axis deer,
funny.
with their beautiful spots that they keep throughout their lives, and the bucks with their great racks of antlers, they've been used to decorate the states and parks throughout the world. So they've been transplanted from their native Asian habitat. Places like England and Scotland, France, Germany, Japan, and the United States. You'll find them in Hawaii, Texas, Florida, even on a couple of islands off the coast of Georgia here.
That's interesting.
Now down below you see a large open area where the animals go down to graze. They kind of wait for the grass to grow a little bit. You'll see a lot of deer down there right now. You'll see mud puddles down there too. Now those puddles are made by the animals like the pigs, the water buffalo, and other animals. Good places to cool down on hot days, but they also like to get muddy. And that's important because that mud coating protects them from tiny insects. And in the case of the pigs especially, it will protect them from sunburn. So keep that in mind, just in case you ever get in a survival situation and are bothered by like mosquitoes and the hot sun. You can rub and spread mud over your exposed areas to keep that from being a problem. Now, of course, you see a big lake there. We got Turtle Lake. That's what we call it, but it does have a lot of turtles in it. And maybe we'll see some when we get closer to the lake.
Well, you gotta wait for the animals. Wait till you see the animals.
Pretty trees.
Yeah, they are.
Now you're going to see remnants of hay bales here. You know, that's one of the ways of feeding the animals. Now down below near the lake you see a flock of butchers. Now that's what I call Canada geese here. Because these guys fly in from outside just to take advantage of all the food you're feeding the other animals. There we got a little baby deer there.
Oh,
No. So
cute.
precious.
Cute.
How many people have watched The Lion King?
About everybody.
You know what happened to Mufasa, right? He got trampled by a herd of animals. Well, the type of animals he got trampled by, these guys right over here. These are wildebeest, also known as canoes. There's some good news and some bad news.
Wow.
But we have mostly good canoes here. Now these guys in Africa are very numerous. There's over 120 million of them that live on the African plains. And instead of trampling lions, lions usually prey on the wildebeest and other predators like leopards, hyenas, cheetahs, wild dogs, all that. Now these great herds have to migrate quite often because, well, with so many in one area, they eat up the passes pretty quickly, so they move on to new food sources. And sometimes they have to cross those big rivers in Africa. And there they have to watch out for some very dangerous Nile crocodile. Yeah, one of the largest living reptiles.
Reagan, you gotta wait.
Yeah, they can get to be over 20 feet. That's humongous.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Now, you did notice that the wildebeest have a lot of calves. Now, up ahead is a short but steep hill with a very sharp turn, which is difficult with this old school bus. And I'm kind of waiting for some of these here to move out of the way, because I'd like to get some speed to be sure I make it up this hill. All right, I think the way is clear, so hang on. You ready?
All right, well, hang
Here
on.
we go.
Oh boy.
Let's hope no animals. Oh no, we got a water buffalo right there.
Oh no, oh no.
Get out of the way there. Come on, bus, come on. Oh no. Come on, come on.
Oh.
Oh, good. I made it this time. You guys didn't have to get out and push.
Oh god. That'd been hard.
Yeah, we got a water buffalo. That's little Debbie right there. We have a lot more water buffalo here, but little Debbie, well, sometimes mothers don't take care of their young ones, so the keepers come down and bring them over to the Walkabout area where they can take care of them and get them off up into where they can make it on their own out here. All right, oh, by the way, we're at the halfway point. Yeah. Now, we might see fewer animals. As I said, they're smart when it comes to food. So, a lot of the animals will take advantage of your generosity at the very beginning, the first half. But there'll still be plenty of big animals, especially on the second half. Now, you don't see any animals in the road. Right now, we have a lot of the fallow-deer does, some young bucks here. You can always look off the road. Now, you notice a lot of these animals, they have color that blend in with this environment. So if you look up there, like those big elk we saw, sometimes they go up there and they kind of look like those dead logs with branches, and if they don't move, you might overlook them. But of course, those lighter colored fallow deer, especially the white ones, you can pick out easily, even if they're still. This is why in this type of environment, you're not going to see too many white animals in the wild, like on the other side of our border fence. We have a native white-tailed deer, and sometimes they have genetic mutations or variations where you get some that are more white than others. But they are rare because, well, hunters see them before they see the better camouflaged individuals. And I'm not just talking about human hunters. Well, now we're making our way to where we will be closer to the lake. Oh, another little pond. Right up here coming by the door.
Oh.
Cute. Cute.
Now I told you about the turtles. Turtles are reptiles. Reptiles are cold-blooded animals, like snakes, lizards, crocodiles, alligators. But before we talk about more about the turtles, I'm going to talk about water buffalo, because there they are, swimming in the lake.
Oh wow.
And some are swimming right toward us. Now, water buffaloes are an Asian animal, and they're mostly domesticated. There's just a few left in the wild, but unfortunately their habitat is shrinking due to population and agricultural expansion. But the people over in southern Asia use the water buffalo quite often as work You'll often see them in the wallows and, of course, in the lakes. They are excellent swimmers, too. In fact, they can actually swim underwater. And that enables them to eat aquatic plants. We have a large animal in North America that eats aquatic plants and can dive in the water. Well, you know what animal that is? That's the moose.
Oh, okay.
Now let's see if we can see some of the turtles. Now, being cold-blooded, that means their body temperature is out of the surroundings. They don't have regular body temperatures, consistent body temperatures like we do. If they get cold, they need to warm up so they can move around and be better. So on sunny days, when the weather's chilly or the water's chilly, they get up on the shoreline, on logs and rocks and things like that to hit the sun to warm up. Right now I'm not seeing too many because the sun isn't out and the weather's warm, the water's warm this time of year.
Yeah, they stick their heads up, I think.
Now if you see something that looks like a big rock moving along the shoreline or in the water, well, it's not going to be a rock. It's probably one of our big snapping turtles.
Oh, I see him.
Way down there.
Yeah, uh-huh. They're all in there.
Something else is in the water besides turtle. Well, we're coming up to Turtle Cove here. There's a feeding station, and I'm sure we're going to see some activity here. I'm going to go around and stop and throw some of my food in the water to see if we can get some of those big snapping turtles out of the water.
Yeah.
Swirling around there. See a few little cougars.
No, yeah.
So what is that swirling around in the water? Come on there, show yourself. This is the first feeding stuff. Oh,
There they go, there they go.
Oh, don't you wish you rocked the fishing pole?
Yeah,
Well,
cool.
I don't know if I attracted some,
Yeah, here comes some more. The rumor got around.
big head, sticking out of the water. Some few more so you can get there. Oh, by the way, if there's any questions I can't answer, you can always ask the fish. They're well schooled.
That's funny. That's funny.
Well, we gotta move on. Now, of course, the turtles and the catfish, well, they're native to Georgia. They have to come with the lake. Now, you've seen the Canada geese there, visitors. They come fly in here. Other fly-ins you might get to see from time to time. Well, there's the great blue heron. That's that big bird with the long legs and the long legs. They wade in the water looking for small creatures to eat. They even nest in those tall pines across the lake. Then we get visits from the osprey.
Oh, I see him.
A large osprey that dives in the water after fish. And from time to time we get a visit from our national bird, the bald eagle.
That's
They do
cool.
live in the area, mostly around
Here he
Big
comes,
West
Sherry.
Point Lake, which is nearby, but they fly from one place to another looking for a fish to scoop out. Well, now that we've crossed the lake, we're in a more secluded area of the park. You can walk deep in the woods. Animals feel most secure in this area. And a lot of mothers come here to have a baby. They'll bring her to the nursery here. Well, look at what we've got here. Here comes Eeyore, the other donkey. Yeah. Everybody loves their donkey. Now, of course, donkeys are a farm animal. They've been domesticated from wild African ass long, long time ago in ancient times. Of course, they were good beasts of burden. Very strong for their size. Had a lot of endurance.
Hey, dude.
Excellent pack animals on Now, you're probably wondering, why do we have donkeys here? They're a common farm animal around in the area. Well, donkeys are a very good protective animal. They have an inherited hatred of anything canine. That means they will attack any type of coyote, wolf, fox, or even your pet dog, especially wild dogs. So they kind of protect the other animals just in case any of those canines happen to slip through our perimeter fence. I told you about the great blue heron, right? Well, look toward the lake there. Walking there is what looks great.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Hopefully next year they'll rebuild their nest that were thrown away by the tropical storm Hurricane Helene.
Oh, yeah.
Oh God, what we got here?
Well, we got another water buffalo coming up here.
Oh God. Feed him, Sherry.
Water buffalo are members of the bovine group of animals, which include all type of cattle, and actually include bison as well. Now, of course, these guys are pretty good around people, not like their cousins that live in Africa. That is the Cape buffalo over there, known as the Black Death. A very aggressive animal. Has been known to not only kill lions, but also careless hunters, careless people who have to get too close to them. But of course, we don't keep Cape buffalo here. It's far too dangerous. Oh, look at there's Wilbur. Hi, Wilbur. Wilbur's a special thing here. We got him from Hollywood. He wanted to be a movie star, so he went over there and, well, unfortunately, he made too many people angry with him. Turned out he was just too much of a stage hog. So we had to rescue him before he became a ham.
Oh God. Anybody see the fallow deer in the woods over there? There's a couple of them, actually. One's moving, and one isn't. When an animal sees danger, they sometimes freeze, hoping that if they don't move, they'll be overlooked by predators. Now, a lot of times they are. Ask any deer hunter. Well, at this point of the tour, I'd like to, not right now. Because up ahead and up on that hill here, you see three cattle. Members of the bovine group up there.
Look
Now,
at the horns
white
on
one
that sucker.
is Isabel. She has long horns, right? She's an actual longhorn cow. Now that is a bit of American history right there. Now, longhorns are
Got
not
somebody coming
necessarily,
over here.
a farm animal per se. They are a feral animal. They are descendants of the cattle that the Spanish brought over to the Southwest 500 years ago. Now back then, a lot of the cattle were just free range. That means that they were just roaming around loose, no fenced-in boundaries. Some escaped into the wild, and nature took its course. And of course, these feral cattle got to be very aggressive type because they had to fight off grizzly bears, wolves, coyotes, all sorts of predators at the time. But it was the longhorns that the Texans found roaming around loose, so they just rounded them up and put them on the first cattle drives cattle yards, the closest cattle yards, which were near Chicago. And they were put on the first established railroads to the west and shipped east to market. Now, unfortunately for the cowboys there, longhorns are in the wild, are very scrawny animals. And over time, when the railroads were established further south and new breeds of cattle came in, longhorns were no longer favored as meat animals. Now the one next to him is a brown cow. It has a hump on the back, coat a lot of skin down there underneath the chin and involved with the neck and all that. Brahmas are Americanized type of zebu, a cattle that comes from Asia, very heat tolerant breed of cattle. And of course you see a lot of Brahmas in the south where it's warm, hot, especially in Florida. And of course, there's a special one right there, that dark brown one lying down. I wish she was standing up. This one here is a wild cattle from Asia known as a gar. If she stood up, you'd see that she's very big, especially for female bovines. In fact, gars are the largest of the bovines. In fact, if we had a bull, he'd be even bigger. They can get to be over 3,000 pounds. And if you ask me, that's a lot of bulls. Now, of course, she's our celebrity, Lady Tartars today. Well, now I'm going to ask you a few questions. Pay attention here. Does anybody here know what you call a deer with no eyes?
No idea.
No idea? Well, then what do you call a deer with no eyes and no legs? Still no idea? Well, I bet you at least somebody knows what you call a cow with no legs.
Brown beef.
Brown beef. I knew somebody would know that one. You must have written that down. But did
Nice
you know
joke.
if you find a cow with one leg longer than the other, you know what you got? Lean beef.
That's funny.
Here, Reagan. Say thank you.
I'm looking down the hill there, you see those light-colored animals? They look like our new acquisition that we introduced to Wild Animal Safari Drive-thru just about a week and a half ago. Let me look. Yeah, that's what they are. They are an Arabian antelope called an oryx. Now, the interesting story about oryx is that in 1960, the last oryx in the wild was shot and became extinct in the wild. Unfortunately, they were captives, and they bred them in a special program, and about 20 years later, they reintroduced them back into the wild. So they're no longer extinct in the wild. They're roaming around there right now, much better protected. And they're a beautiful animal. They're light color, a little bit of tan in there. Is very good camouflage for desert conditions. And if you look at an oryx in the right way, it looks like they only have one horn. So they've been called the unicorn of the desert. Oh, by the way, I found out there's an animal that has more lives than a cat. You all know that a cat has 9 lives, right?
Yeah.
Well, this animal has many, many more. You know what animal it is? It's a frog. A frog croaks every day.
Oh, that's funny. Never heard that one.
Well, now we're getting closer to our camel corral. That's where we have our dromedary camel some of the wild, their escapees from captivity. Now we call those animals feral animals, like you would a feral dog or a feral cat that lives in the wild. Well, there they are. The little baby camel is Crouton, and the big fella there is Charlie. Charlie's been here for quite a while. We want to call Charlie into his feeding station, so everybody say, hello, Charlie.
Hello, Charlie.
Yeah, he knows he's going to be fed now. Come on, Charlie. There he comes. Now he's a little intimidated by little Crouton. Now there's a special way of feeding these guys, and I'll show you. Come on, Charlie, open up.
Good shot.
His mouth. Just make sure your hand doesn't get in there. Now, little Crouton will do the same, only he's a smaller target, of course. A bit more now. You go down the line. Now be generous for two reasons. One, we're just about through with the tour, and two, these guys usually miss out on a lot of food. People kind of run out before they get to these guys. Now, if you look closely at these camels, you'll find that they have bushy eyebrows and long lashes. That protects their eyes from the blowing sand in the desert. They also can close their nostrils as well. Keep the sand out. Of course, camels have those humps. It's not filled with water, but fat. And they can live off that fat for over a week, which is a very important adaptation for a large animal like a camel that lives where there's usually very little food and water. Now, the thing that keeps these guys in the corral, if you look at Charlie's big hoof, see how big and wide they are? They help keep the camels on top of that loose sand in the desert where they don't sink in like horses' hoofs would. They're the only hoofs that can make it across that cattle guard, the entrance there, so we have to keep these Charlie in here right now so he won't let the water away from us.
Look at that face.
That camel, a very good cargo carrier in desert conditions.
He's one more.
They've done so well over a long period of time that they've been known as the ships of the desert. Now, they've been used as cargo carriers for thousands of years. They are one of the oldest domesticated work animals. Now, the importance of a camel is well illustrated on a very important trade route in ancient times. That would have been the Silk Road or the Spice Trail that went to the Middle East and Asia back and forth, going through a lot of desert conditions, which the camel was well suited for. They were helped by another type of camel that is called the Bracking camel that lives in Asia. Most of them are domesticated as well, except for a small remnant wild population that still lives in the Mongolian desert. They all have fun with Charlie there. He's having fun. So is Crouton.
Poor Crouton needs something.
Alright, Charlie, Crouton, we've got to go. So everybody say goodbye, Charlie.
Bye, Charlie. Bye, Crouton.
They're very happy with you guys. You gave them a lot of food. Now there's a third type of camel, or a third camel, that doesn't have any humps at all. You know what you call that camel? Hump-free.
Humphrey. It's a big place. Oh, got some more.
Oh, the balls? Well, you will notice if you go around to different enclosures, you might see things like deer antlers or some sort of toy. This kind of helps the animal pass the time of day. So they just play with these things.
Huh?
Now at the end of the
that's
day,
cool.
both Charlie and Crouton, they will get a leafy green dinner. And when they get that, there's no feeding counts. They'll be more interested in that than any of the animal food. Well, looking up ahead, oh no. Oh yes, good. We're going to see our national mammal, the bison. I almost forgot about these big guys. You look up on the hill there, you see some of them, and some are up ahead near the road. Yeah. You know we're lucky to see bison at all, because at one time, well, there used to be over 60 million that roamed North America and even in the eastern part of the United States. Mostly on the Great Plains, though. Yeah, but they were hunted commercially for their tongues and their hides. And a lot of other wildlife was hunted commercially as well, but the bison were hunted to where there was only a few hundred left. They were almost extinct before Teddy Roosevelt, one of our presidents, decided to preserve not just the bison but other wildlife by establishing protective areas for them. And these protective areas were the start of our national park system. And the first national park is in Yellowstone National Park of Wyoming. Now bison are known for their big heads, which they use in the wintertime to plow away the snow away from the ground so they can get at the grasses underneath.
Yeah, plenty of food.
Now, of course, bison look like they're very gentle animals, but if you go over to Yellowstone National Park, they'll tell you, you can try to walk up to a bison, you might find yourself as a tree ornament.
Oh, God.
Yeah, they've been known to charge people and toss them up into trees.
Wow. Really? Wow.
So, if you ever go over there or see a wild bison somewhere out, like in Colorado, keep your distance. Make sure there's a tree between you and them. And of course, never get too close to one.
He doesn't want to move.
Well, of course, up ahead I see the gate where we came in, which means that our adventure here in Wild Animal Safari
He's not
Drive-thru
moving.
is just about over.
There you go.
Of
Give him
course,
some
there's
food.
still more adventure because you
Yeah,
guys have
I'm
been on the
trying.
Walkabout yet, have you? Yeah, that's a good place to go for another adventure because there we have our tigers and lions. I've already told you about those guys. Yeah, you can't have those guys roaming around free, believe me. And we have wolf pups. Wolf pups up there. And I saw them today out in the open, which means they're getting over their shyness. We also have hyenas. We have wild dingo or singing dogs, really, that come from New Zealand. Somewhere over there. We have kangaroos too, yeah. These are the largest species of kangaroo from Australia, the red kangaroo. And we also have Big Al the alligator. You gotta see him. He is mostly out of the water today, so you can see how big he is. But a lot of times this time of year, you can just see his eyes and his nose amongst the duckweed in this little pond. Now to get to the Walkabout, you have to go inside that yellow building there. Yes, I know, it's the gift shop. You have to wander in there and be tempted by all sorts of toys and other things in there, souvenirs. You'll find animals in there as well, but don't feed them. They're already stuffed. In there you'll find the door that opens up to the Walkabout. You go up there. Now, did you enjoy feeding the animals?
Yes.
Oh, that's great. So I suggest you wash your hands when you get off the bus. You can do it at the green restroom building, or you can wait until you get to the entrance of the Walkabout. There's washing stations there. Now, of course, before you get off the bus,
right, so this is where you get your animal food, and tells how much everything costs. Oh, I love those bags. Those are pretty. There's the admission costs. And then here's how much the animal feed is. So they have animal encounters. Slobber towels. That's cute. All right. So I don't know if they got hamsters in here or what. Oh look, they got a penny machine right here. You can get a souvenir. I like those. Those are pretty. I like that purple one here. I like that purple snake. Let's see what they have over here. They got a separate gift shop too. Got some bracelets and stuff. Oh, I like that. The Wild Animal Safari vest. That's pretty. They got hats here. They got shirts. One for the kids. And they got a nice big area here to eat. Nice cafe. And they got some ice cream here. Looks pretty good. They got super pretzels. So let's see how much they're in their little cafe. They got buffalo chicken bites, ice cream, funnel cake fries, chocolate chip brownie, mozzarella sticks, jumbo pretzel, nachos, pickle fries, popcorn, corn nuggets, and fries. They got drinks. Right here, they got the drinks. Oh, it's called Wild Cafe. Okay. And they got popcorn here. And they got some more food over here too, looks like. They got some souvenir cups. Got a 95 score, so that's good. So let's see how much their food is. So they got kid combos here. Hamburger, grilled cheese, mild corn dogs, chicken tenders. It includes a small fountain drink and chips, that's nice. Then they got a combo here, includes a medium fountain drink inside, Winder fries, bacon mushroom Swiss burger, buffalo ranch grilled chicken sandwich, Philly cheesesteak, black bean veggie burger. They got combos here, cheeseburger, roast beef, chicken wrap, chicken tenders. And remember, the price includes the drink and the fries. And they got an a la carte here, garden salad, loaded nachos, family platter, chicken grilled chicken Caesar salad, and snack sampler. So yeah. That's pretty nice. You can follow them on social media here. So they got a Walkabout Adventure Zoo and a gift shop, so we're going to check that out. So this is the gift shop here. That's 50% mark price. That's not too bad. Oh, they're all items. Okay, that's nice. Yeah, that's not too bad. Usually gift shops are pretty high, but yeah, they mark them 50% off, so that's not bad at all. That's funny. That's funny. Future zookeeper. Those are cute. Got some animal socks here. They got some keychains here with names on them. More shirts.
Remind me, how do you want me to bag this?
Some pins. Oh, those are beautiful. Love those. Wow. Candy. Oh, the pucker powder. They've got that. Ice cream and drinks and rock candy. Oh, I love this. This is cute. I could definitely buy that. That is so cute. And they've got safari cups. Track an animal bracelet. I've always kind of wanted one of those. That's cute. And they got the hanging monkeys here. They got the look 10 and low. Let's see what they have over here. Oh, those are cute. We got a Star Wars fan over here.
Yeah, not real bad. Thinking about grandkids.
Yeah. Oh. They got some magnets and pretty rocks here. My son likes rocks. Yeah, all kinds of stuffed animals. Now, I like this. This is nice. This eagle puzzle. That would be nice to put to build and put glue on it and put it up as a picture. That would be beautiful. Oh, look at here. I like these. A walking stick. Yeah, those are nice. Oh, see, there's some animal puzzles. The bear one's nice too. Man, I love these jigsaw puzzles. Those are really nice.
On your t-shirts, future zookeeper.
Yeah, I do too. There's a slingshot right there. They got some cute stuff. It said everything's 50% off. So
Everything else?
they had a sign over there. Yeah, it's pretty nice.
Look at these geos. I got one of these at the house that came out of the woods from over there in Ackworth.
Alright, you get snow cones for $5, so welcome to the walkabout part of the animal safari. We're going in. Yeah, they got a nice pretty bird over here.
Yeah, it's also here.
Got the goats relaxing here. Oh, they know you got that food. They know you got it. They're wild. They won't hurt you though.
I know.
It's not me, it's got him, it's somebody else.
Wash my hand again. Oh, piglet. Open your mouth. You full?
Now it's these guys' turn.
There, eat it. Eat it, eat it.
Good aim.
I see you.
Here, let's eat it. Throw it on there. Where are you? Are you behind me? You gotta go all this stuff out too.
Him. That's a big pig right there. Yeah.
All right, piggy.
Sherry likes goatees.
Not really.
I was joking with you. Funny.
I like piglets.
They love to eat. So that's all there is to do in life is eat
Probably
and
eat me
other
if I
things.
let him.
Look at him. They got a nice bird aviary here. Yeah. Yeah, I remember that tiger from before.
I don't know if it's still got it or not. We got a cage for him.
We got 2 hyenas over here. Got a little acrobat here. Hey there, buddy. Looks like they're sleeping. Well, I think that one's grooming the one that's sleeping. Okay, he wants his picture made. That's good. Hey, cutie. Come here. Oh, I think these guys are so cute. I see one right here. I love their hairdos. Look at him. Isn't he adorable? He is so cute. Look at the hair. This one's trying to stay cool over here. Hello. You're pretty. You let me get really close to you. I can't believe it. Okay. Oh, the reptile room is so nice in here and cool. So you can do a sloth encounter, which is cool. Two-toed sloth. I think they're in the box there. Oh, there he is. Right there. See if I can see him on the other side here. They got the life. So we're in the reptile room and look at the snake up close. Wow. Wait, that ain't a snake. I'm sorry. I'm crazy. This looked like it in the face. Big lizard or a gecko or something like that. Let's see. They always camouflage. There's one down here. I have a hard time catching things that are camouflaged. But he's getting really close. He's beautiful. I wouldn't mind having him. Oh, they got a python in here. Oh, he's hanging right there. Yep. I don't know where he's at in there. So that's what I need to be doing. We got a green iguana. I just saw him. He's gorgeous. I just love these things. This is one thing I like about Mexico. They always have the iguanas and they're so beautiful. Look at that. He's just sexy. He turned his head when I said that. Yeah, same back at you. You making some faces, aren't you? Yes, you are. You making some faces. I'd love to take you home. He's beautiful. So there's the lion right there. It's really hot. We're in August here, and their lion's sleeping right there. Looks like there's two of them. And here's how long they live and their diet.